Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our panel. And my name is Zhou Ping. I'm from China Electronics Standardization Institute. Today, we will discuss a topic, the road to OpenStack in China. You know, when people from OpenStack talk about China, generally that means huge users and huge market. There are nearby 1 billion people use cloud service built on OpenStack. Moreover, there are more than 100 companies from China make contributions for the development of OpenStack. For example, Huawei, China Mobile, and Industrial and Commercial Bank of China approved ICBC. From 2004, China government encourages supports and contribution for open source software. 2012, we formed China Open Source Cloud League to get more companies and volunteers together to make a contribution. Last year, we drafted one standard. This standard is how to build your cloud based on OpenStack. It's based on ISO IEC 17798. It's very useful and helpful for the application of OpenStack in China. Today, China government actively promote the application of cloud computing in China. That means it will create new opportunity for the development of OpenStack in China. Now, we really happy to invite Dr. Duan Xiang from China Mobile and Mr. Xiao from Huawei and Mr. Xu from ICBC to introduce the experience. I think the first step is invite Mr. Duan Xiang.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Zhou. Good afternoon, everyone. Glad to see you here. As you know, as the world's largest telecom operator, we have around 850 million of end user in population, and more than 6 million. Yeah, I need to try to remember all the numbers. More than 6 million of enterprise customers. So that's huge. So we have very high level requirements on our IT infrastructure. So 5 years ago, when we start to set up our cloud platform, we depended on the commercial solutions, including virtualization and storage. And then quickly we found we are facing the challenge of inflexibility of the non-open solution, and also we were facing the high cost of operating. So then we try to look for some solutions from the open source. We tried some other open source solutions, such as OpenNebula, but we found that it is not active enough to support the business operating. In the year of 2013, we noticed the OpenStack. We found it open sourced. It is well architected, and it developed very fast, and it is supported by many companies in the industry. So we think, well, it is what that is something that we are looking for. So we quickly set up our team to work on it. In the year of 2014, we announced the Big Cloud version 3. That is the solution based on the OpenStack, and it is used inside China Mobile in some of the business units and sub-companies. And in the next year, which is 2015, we announced Big Cloud version 3.5, with which we built our public cloud service and provide cloud services to our enterprise customers. And after that, the OpenStack-based Big Cloud solution was deployed in China Mobile more than 20 provincial companies and deployed with more than 15,000 nodes and providing services to customers of China Mobile that covering 2/3 of the area in China. Up to now, we have one of the largest public cloud based on OpenStack. I expect it might be the world's largest, but I'm not sure. It might be the world's largest business service that based on the open source, based on the OpenStack. And also we launched this year our private cloud based on the OpenStack, and we expect it is the largest single cluster of Ironic cluster in the world. It is more than 6,000 nodes, and this number will be extended to 30,000 in the next year. So that's the road we go through from the start point of our cloud, and also we provide many. We also put many effort on the contributing to the community, where we won the Super User Award next year from the community, and also we work together with some of the companies and the institute where Mr. Zhou come from inside China to work on the standardization of cloud and localization of OpenStack. We do believe any effort we put on the OpenStack will help us to increase the efficiency of infrastructure and to lower our cost of operating. And yeah, I know. I'm sorry. And we try to. We also are willing to work together with all of you here in the community to improve the OpenStack and to make more use in China Mobile. Thank you. That's my share.
Okay, then thank Dr. Duan, and then Mr. Sihao, please.
Okay, thank you. So it's because this time is very emergency, so I needed to speak very shortly. So I think firstly for Huawei, I think we have the three conclusion or the experience to the open source, especially to the OpenStack. So firstly is a system to the OpenStack or open source. For the system means it's actually from the Huawei, we are beginning, it's very hard to choose the OpenStack, especially in 2012. In that year, the OpenStack is just the beginning. So, but for Huawei solution, because we are not only provide the NFV, we also provide the private cloud or OS solution or the public cloud. So for Huawei, it's hard to decide for how we can provide the the one total solution to the end user or to the customers. So that's why in that year it's very hard. But in turn to the 2014, we have to make a decision. That is a very big strategic decision. Is we all know need to all of the solution turn to the OpenStack based the solution. So that's why from system, we are not only just to make a decision. Also, we have to build a very special team. We call this OSDT. That is open source delivery team. The delivery team is only one job, or only one duty. Is just to fulfillment the contribution to the OpenStack or upstream to the OpenStack. So, and secondly is the customer innovation and the customer with customer to open source together. So means is we are not only just to how we are solve, we have OSDT team. We also just to cooperate with our customer, especially from the telco or from the like the bank, like the financial system or like the government. So we will be want to include it ourselves and the customer, the delivery team or open source team together to push some of the project or push some of the new functions in our solutions. So means is we all want to open source or to do the same job with our customer. And the third is we want is cooperate with the partner or industry, the partner with based on the open source, the culture. Means is before we are just to cooperate with the partner is only the business partner, or means is we just to make a business with our the contract. So based on the contract, but for the open source culture, it's not only just for the business side, also for the industry side, we also need to make a cooperation with other partner. So means is for Huawei, this is it's not only just for the technical change, also that is a culture change. Means from the sales side, from the R&D side, from the delivery side, we also need to turn all of the company into the open source culture. So I think that is 3 points that we want to share to everyone. Thank you.
Very good. Thank Mr. And finally, we invite Mr. Xu Ziyang from ICBC give his experience about the use and development of OpenStack.
Thank you, Mr. Zhou. Because of time limited, I will introduce in briefly. I'm from China, ICBC. ICBC is China's largest commercial bank, accounting for 25% of domestic market share. ICBC has 3 large data centers in Shanghai and Beijing. IT equipment more than 10,000 units. The operating system close to 30,000 sets. In order to improve the maintenance efficiency, ICBC started the development of our IaaS cloud platform in 2012. In 2013, we realized the automatic supply of virtual machines. But on the other hand, how to process network and storage resources automatically became a big challenge. In 2014, we launched the second generation platform development. By comparison, we choose the route based on OpenStack, including KVM, SAFE, SDN, and so on. Due to the high security, stability requirements of the IT system, we have optimized the OpenStack with China Mobile and Huawei. We improved the HA mechanism for hardware failure and designed 2 independent domains for computing, storage, and network resources in order to protect the IT systems from hardware failure in multi ways. For now, many of our core businesses, including mobile bank, online banking, third-party payment, and self-service terminals, are running on IaaS cloud, based on the OpenStack architecture. In 2018, more than 30% of the businesses will be running on the cloud platform. So We believe that OpenStack can achieve the rapid supply of physical resources and can meet the security, stability, and higher availability requirements. Thank you.
Thank you, wonderful sharing. If you have any question, you can direct communicate with all of us. Thank you again. That's all.